apes, my fucking dear apes, my goddamn dirty fellow apes. This is your boyfriend, Jack Smith. And Jack Smith is fucking tired today, people. Jack Smith got I don't know, less than 5 hours sleep last night. For no goddamn reason that I can figure. I don't know if what am I, excited about something? I have no idea. I was up thinking a mile a minute and gave myself a goddamn headache and then thought I could force myself back to sleep and I don't know. Never took a goddamn Advil, so wound up staying awake like a fucking idiot. But I'm going to make a video anyway. Even though I'm like half asleep. Because recently, Jack Smith was involved with atheists. I interacted with some fucking atheists. And not of course in real life, because as we all know, Jack Smith is averse to interacting with people in 3 dimensions, but on the internet, sure enough. So yeah, Jack Smith got himself involved with a bunch of atheists, and for the most part, everything was a-okay. I mean, there are some cool atheists out there, but they don't say much. The cool atheists are, the atheists with a small a. Jack Smith is an atheist with a small a. Jack Smith is an atheist with a small a. He's a liberal with a small l. He's a conservative with a small c. And he is, the only thing Jack is capitalized is a post-humanist with a capital P and a capital H. And perhaps maybe a Platonic existentialist with capitalized letters, but not capitalized enough that I want to bond with other douchebags of my ilk. So anyway, yeah, the fucking atheists. Atheists, there's a large, I won't say large. There is a segment of the atheists that is what is, I think the technical term is faggots who want to ruin everything. And by that I don't mean homosexuals. Jack Smith loves homosexuals. There's nothing more beautiful than a man with his penis in another man's mouth. No. What I'm talking about when I say faggots who want to ruin everything is people with oppressive, precious feelings, who form groups with other people with oppressive, precious feelings, and then they impose those feelings on others. Liberals with a capital L, we might call them. Yeah, the same kind of thing that ruins religion is what ruins atheism. It's this moralism. You get a collectivist type of thought pattern, an exclusivist thought pattern, and intolerance follows suit inevitably. The faggots who want to ruin everything, it's anecdotally, when Jack Smith was a kid one time, I was involved in a snowball fight. It was like one of the better snowball fights of my young days. I remember it to this day. It was so awesome. I came upon three other kids who were in a snow fort, and one of them tossed a snowball at me, and I was out in the open. Yeah, so I started, making snowballs and whipping snowballs and lobbing them over there. And because the three of them were grouped together, I mean, Jack Smith was no sportsman as a child. Jack Smith was not adept at anything. But uh, in this circumstance, they thought they had an advantage because they were behind a little snow fort, and there was three of them, while Jack Smith was all out in the open with no protection. But Jack Smith could bob and weave. Jack Smith, was making snowballs, bobbing and weaving, and whatever I threw in their general direction, because there were three of them together, I wound up hitting one of them every single time, until at one point, one of them, who was the faggot who ruins everything, went running home, and suddenly it was all over. Yeah, faggots who ruin everything. And it was kind of like this with Jack Smith and the Atheists. I waded, I waded into this snowball fight, looking to mess with the people who were not cool, people who were, atheists with a capital A, and yeah, they were so intolerant of any kind of intellectual snowball fight, even when they completely outnumbered Jack Smith. Um, they wound up banning me. Jack Smith got banned from the Facebook twice. Twice I had to come up with new names in order to mess with these assholes. And I mean, it really wasn't even anything too serious. It was like, uh, it was, they're completely unhinged because of the election. So, that is their intellectual snow fort, where they think they are protected, but really they are completely vulnerable in their unhingedness. But where even the tiniest little things would fuck with them, and make them flip out. Like just explaining that. I don't know, what the hell? Uh, insurance companies are medical insurance companies are only responsible for medical issues, and I want birth control is not a technically medical issue. It is a social issue. So if you want a prescription that is covered, you have to couch the language in different medical language other than "I want to do something." That kind of crazy talk. Yeah, that got Jack Smith banned, and painted as a I don't know, whatever the disparaging epithet is used for Trump people now. It's something like totally juvenile, like I don't even know. But yeah, so atheist, the same kind of moralism of religion. Atheists are right in there, desperate for a collectivist, separatist narcissism that religious people are. So yeah, Jack Smith banned from fucking Facebook. Facebook even, they had me. I mean, I think they thought I was like a Russian uh, purveyor of fake news or something, because they actually sent me some kind of thing where they would show me these people on my friends list, and I had to tell Facebook who they were. And then after I did that, they actually asked me to send them a copy of my ID, which it's like fucking fuck you, you fucking retards. So yeah, Facebook fighting the good fight against the Russian hackers that ruined their election. For fuck's goddamn sake. Yeah, fucking with liberals. It's much more fun than fucking with religious people, because religious people are crazy. They believe in a completely insane thing. But, you know, at the end of the day, they still have their insane thing. The liberals, it's purely emotional. If they're trying to organize atheists, and you suggest, yeah, we should come up with 10 rules, and then we should write a really thick book about atheism filled with implausible stories, and they finally catch on that you're drawing a parallel between their idiocy and religious idiocy, then yeah, they are far more damaged than religious people are, because religious people are like, well, you're just going to hell, you know. They fall back on that. So I tend to like religious people better than stupid atheists. So I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna get myself some goddamn coffee. So anyway, go fuck yourselves, people. As always, Jack Smith out.
Jack Smith.